forward to seeing those. All right. Well, now, ready for more? You guys are just ready. Yeah. Coming to the stage right now. He loves both fiction and nonfiction. One of our graduating students, now officially becoming a comedian before your eyes. A big hand, please, for Joe Lloyd. Let's hear it. Joe Lloyd!
Wow, what a great crowd. Wow, what a great crowd. Well, you guys are too easy. Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Lloyd. Talk to me later, we'll be good. I am 39 years old, almost 40, never been married, hopelessly single, and I'm already going through all the signs of a midlife crisis. I bought a fast car, I'm working out all the time, and lately I've been playing a lot of beer pong at sorority parties. But being single really isn't so bad. I go on a lot of dates and meet a lot of different people. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't mean to brag, but I have a lot of sex. I mean, there's almost no one ever else in the room. But I have a lot of fun. You know, sometimes I consider all the different women that I've thought about while masturbating. And I kind of regret not sending some of these women a thank you note. Dear Oprah, the sex was great. Wish you were there. I was dating this girl once for a couple of months, and one night I wanted to have sex, but she was not into it at all. So I just kind of turned over and took matters into my own hands. Unfortunately, we were in a movie theater. And what's even stranger is the guy sitting next to me is eating his popcorn. He turns to me and he says, "Hey, I can't believe it's not butter." You know, sometimes my friends, they try to hook me up with people that they know, which, I mean, I'm flattered by that. I appreciate the effort, but I don't know, I just find that really awkward. You know, there's nothing worse than having to face your friend after the girl tells him that you curled up into a ball and cried after sex. Okay, it's happened to a lot more people than that, okay? I'm a very emotional guy. I had a girl once tell me that she's looking for a sugar daddy. I said, "Listen, if that's what you're looking for, I am not your guy. I got a one-bedroom condo, I lease my car, and I buy my condos at the dollar store." August 2007. Fuck it. I've even resorted to meeting women online. I met this girl once, and about 20 minutes into it, her phone rings. She answers it. She gets up, starts to walk out the door. I said, "Where are you going?" She goes, I gotta run. Some other guy just answered my ad from Craigslist. And he's willing to pay double. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I even got into some legal trouble because of a woman a few years ago. I got a letter from an attorney's office, and I opened it up, and it said, "Dear Mr. Lloyd, our client, Oprah Winfrey, has received almost 500 thank you notes from you. Please cease and desist immediately." I've got a dog. In lieu of, you know, significant female companionship, I adopted a dog. And yes, I think it's cute also. He's half Great Dane and half miniature poodle. He's got a 40-pound head and a 10-pound body. And it's really embarrassing because whenever I take him to the dog park, he goes to lick himself and he falls right over. I gotta say, girls actually are very drawn to him. He's a great icebreaker, and you know, what's not to love? He greets me at the door every time I come home from work. He sleeps in my bed every night. One time I got a call one morning from my ex-girlfriend, and she said, "Joe, last night was the best orgasm I've had in my life." Which is strange because I was in Philadelphia. He can be a little gross sometimes, though, I gotta say. One time he ate an entire ball of string. And so the next day I take him to the dog park, and sure enough, I see sticking out of his butt is this piece of string. So I gotta bend down and start pulling on what ends up being this long piece of string, when just then one of my neighbors walks by and says, "Hey man, the leash goes on the collar." I manage money for a living. I'm a financial advisor, and I have to say I think I do a pretty good job at it. My clients are very happy. I'm just terrible at managing my own money though. Like the time I spent $300 in this damn comedy class. What a waste. Once a week after work, I go to one of these networking meetings. Well, I call them networking meetings. Everyone else in the group calls it a lap dance. I gotta say that the recession has been really tough on some of my clients, and I feel bad for them. One of them even called me up and offered to trade sexual favors instead of paying my fee. Yeah. So, I said, "Listen, I'm very flattered, but quite frankly, I don't care how good of a blowjob it is, Bob." One time I met a woman at a bar, and after talking to her for a little while, she tells me that she's 22. So I said to myself, "Joe, you're 39, she's 22. That's totally inappropriate. There's just no way you can date a 22-year-old girl." So we're out on a date. Now, ladies, I'm going to let you in a little secret. Within 10 minutes of a first date, a guy will put you into one of 3 different categories. Category number 1 is, this is the kind of girl I can take home to mom. Category number 2 is, I don't think I can take this girl home to mom, but I can definitely take her back to my place. And if I want to put in a little extra effort, maybe even the Comac motor in. Category number 3 is, I'm not touching this broad unless I have a blood alcohol level of at least 0.24. So this girl, it becomes pretty clear, she's falling into category number 2. So we're on our 3rd or 4th drink, and the conversation starts to get a little sexual. When did you lose your virginity? Where's the craziest place you've ever done it? This one time I got gangbanged by a room full of midgets. Hey, don't laugh, that was a lot of fun. So she says to me, I don't like guys with really large penises. I said, honey, you just met the man of your dreams. She says, I like a guy that's more average. I said, well, that's interesting. What do you consider average? So she tilts her head a little and looks up in the air as if there's this collection of dicks floating around she could use for reference. So she says, I don't know, about 8 inches? I said, 8 inches? Who the hell have you been fucking, Nick? She says, no, really, 8 inches is about average, isn't it? So I figured that maybe her perception of what 8 inches looks like might be a little bit off. Like, maybe she thinks I'm 11 feet tall. So I take the straw out of my glass, not the little cocktail stirrer thing, but the big straw, the one from the water glass. I said, are you talking like this? She says, yeah, that's about right. So I said, waiter, Check, please. Thank you very much, everybody. You guys have been tremendous. Thanks, guys.
Joe Lloyd, come on, give him a hand. First time on stage. First time on stage, all 8 inches of him.